So thank you again, everybody, for jumping on. We've got a really big group today, which is really exciting. So I guess a lot of them are very interested in our dive program on resorts. I know I am because, hey, I'm hosting, so why not? But we've got Miss Jodi-Ann Jarrett here with us from Sandals Resorts International. And she is our group revenue manager, but we are going to get started here. We'll start to dive right into our Sandals luxury included dive. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Welcome to your Sandals and Beaches Scuba on Resort all-inclusive. I'm your host, Melissa O'Hara. I am your advanced open water diver of the Southeast team and the senior BDM of Western North Carolina. So I'm going to be kind of walking you through your fun experience. We'll dive right in and what it takes to be included with dive with our Sandals and Beaches Resort. So even though you have everything you could possibly need from your Sandals and Beaches inclusions, your 5-star global gourmet, your cocktails, your beautiful white sand beaches, that clear Caribbean blue water, the luxury runs even deeper when you start talking about our Sandals and Beaches dive operations. So we are one of the PADI top 5 dive operations in the Western Hemisphere, and we are the only resort brand that carries that accolade. So that level of safety, the level of certification is just that much higher than anywhere else. We're not a dive resort. We are your vacation, your luxury included with a side of dive, because we include 2 tanks a day, all of your equipment, your top of the line, best of the best, and our 5-star PADI dive program. So you can get certified while you're on resort. We do have our all-inclusive dive program, including that 2 one-tank dives for all certified divers. Your divers just need to have their accredited dive certification, PADI, DAN, any of those. We accept those, and their medical questionnaire filled out. So if there are any questions on that medical questionnaire, they just need to have a doctor's note included with their certification so that we can all dive safely and securely. You can find this dive questionnaire, the medical questionnaire, online ahead of your clients arriving. It is at sandals.com/scuba. Our PADI trained dive instructors and dive masters know the islands. They understand, they know the dive sites, and they are unsurpassed for those dives. So all of the fun, all of the atmosphere of it, and our 5-star luxury included dive staff, they can continue learning. So you're certified for life when you're on resort. You have that fun, that aspect. Your dive instructors are with you the entire time. You start out with maybe your Discover Scuba diving in the pool. They go with you onto the resort dive, so onto the boat, walking you through everything, every aspect, and you can advance. So all of our e-learning tools, your clients can do it ahead of time. They can do all of their learning online before they even get on resort, and you can book this ahead of time for them. So all of that commissionable to you using our team and our TA portal. So when you're ready to get on resort, we look at what's included. All of your equipment is already included for you. So your mask, your snorkel, your buoyancy control device, all of the equipment ready to go. It's at a minimum of 5 years old, and then you can continue on. If you choose to use a wetsuit, you are more than welcome to. There is a little minimal cost for the wetsuit on resort, but typically when I go on resort, I am just diving in my rash guard. I've got everything that I need with my whale shark rash guard. The only things I'm bringing on resort when I come to dive is my own personal mask and snorkel. I have one already. They're easy to fit in my suitcase. My rash guard, my dive watch. I've always got my GoPro, which you're seeing some of those videos are my very own personal GoPro videos, and my dive log. So my dive book, to make sure that I've got all of my dives counted for. You can also bring your own equipment. So our dive team, our aqua center will store your client's equipment on resort for them. I've met a couple that actually leave some of their equipment on the resort. It allows them to use it when they come back. So it's already there. They don't have to worry about checking a bag. Have the industry's best equipment in our Newton dive boats as well. So they're the most highly recognized, top of the line dive boats. Enough space for up to 20 divers, and all of the equipment, the extra tanks, because you get 2 a day. They'll bring snacks on board. There's an onboard shower. And if you're anything like me, I don't have my own boat. So when I'm going on a dive, I'm headed up there to that observation deck to really enjoy that whole sea breeze and every aspect of that 360-degree view with the captain up there. Our PADI dive instructors, again, are top of the line. They are the top 1% of PADI dive instructors, and I have Miss Jodi-Ann Watson Jarrett here to kind of give you a little bit more information about our diving on resort. Miss Jodi-Ann, the floor is yours.
Oops. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much, Melissa, for inviting me on this call. It's a pleasure being here. First of all, I just want to start off by saying that exceeding our guest expectations is what we're known for at Sandals and Beaches Resorts. And that is why our guests keeps coming back year after year, month after month. And it's because of the unique services that we offer to them from our dive operation on a daily basis. And our instructors, if you've been to our resorts, you know that they are some of the warmest, the most caring people in general. And that makes us excellent instructors. And we say that because we have the highest level of trained professionals. We have also some of the most malleable instructors in terms of working with our students to ensure that they are fully comfortable while they're going through the dive experience. We also have the largest group of elite instructors in the Caribbean, and this means that most of our instructors have conducted anywhere between 80 to 100, up to 300 certifications per year, and that is just phenomenal. And this is a milestone that we achieved from PADI Americas, which is the world's largest training organization in the world. Every year, our instructors hit those numbers, and that's just great. Because guess what? Rest assured that when our guest gets on our resort, they are being taken care of by these highly professional staff who are ready to take them by the hand, pamper them if they want that, right? And bring them out there to experience the underwater world. We're talking about them being very flexible to take out novice divers, people who have never, taken a breath underwater before. They are going to take you on that nice underwater journey. And we're talking about persons who are experts. Our instructors are capable and they are ready to take out our master divers as well. And I just want to share with you that 120,000 dives were done last year, and that's phenomenal. And our safety records is just second to none. Our guests, once you come on property, you're going to be confident enough to know that you are in great hands. We're going to take you down and we're going to bring you back safe. And what we definitely thrive ourselves on as well is outside of our impressive and reliable equipment that we use, we also have programs in place to ensure that the equipments are in perfect shape. We have our own repair center right here in Jamaica. We have a smaller size one in the rest of the Caribbean with our own equipment repair technician who is servicing those equipment every 6 months to make sure that we do not have any accident while we go underwater. So you can rest assured that your guests are going to be in great hands as it relates to safety as well. So guess what happened? When they go out on a dive, the student is going to feel so relaxed and at ease, and you're on vacation, right? And you're going to experience a very seamless transition to go out there and get your certification done. One other thing I want to share with you as well is that in the current situation we have, there is no doubt that we uphold the highest standards for cleaning and sanitation for our equipment. and our dive training to protect our divers when they come back, right? And our staff. And obviously, we want to take them diving, right? Because social distancing, we can practice that underwater when we get back. Am I correct? Right?
Thank you so much. That was very thorough and very, very helpful. And yes, the best social distancing is underwater because everybody has their own breathing apparatus. So you're not sharing any air. So thank you so much for that. And into some of our fabulous islands, our amazing resorts that really are catering to every aspect and every absolute question that your clients could have is answered here. So through our different resorts, you have plenty of different dive sites. Every single resort, Sandals and beaches, has those opportunities for your divers to come on and take in and soak in that expectation. You may even get as lucky to see a dolphin while you're diving like I did at Sandals South Coast. We talked about our Sandals Grand Antigua, where one of the most scenic locations there is Jatias Wreck, and this video is my very own personal video from that dive. This is in the middle of my certification for my advanced open water, but our dive team there, Mr. Matthew Cornall, he is a dive master himself. So our resorts are not just limited to the Aqua Center knowing what's going on. The resort as a whole, with the dive masters and the GMs, everything is working in unison to make sure that you're getting that 5-star experience throughout your dives. Our St. Lucia resorts, over 21 dive sites. There are a couple different aspects here for our Hawaii of the Caribbean, where when you're staying at Sandals Regency La Toc or Sandals Halcyon, your clients will just jump on a transfer to the marina that will then take them out to these dive sites. If you're staying at the Sandals Grand St. Lucian, our dives leave directly from that pier. So keeping that aspect in mind when you're talking to your clients about exactly what experience they're looking for is very important, especially if they are those either novice divers or they're more advanced. Our next island is in the Bahamas. And while I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's a 2-hour flight. That's an easy trip for me. I can dive. I can really get on resort and dive almost immediately. You can dive as soon as you can get to the Aqua Center and sign up, typically about 24 hours in advance, but you can't dive 24 hours before you take off. So if dive is important for your clients and they're going on a shorter trip, it's important to let them know this information. Most of them do, but keeping that in mind for picking the resorts that will allow them that most dive experience. Onto our Sandals Grenada, where you'll find the one and only underwater sculpture garden. So we do have different experiences, different dive sites for your different divers. And some of them do come at an additional cost to you. So our dive team will work with your clients there. Again, similar to advancing through your certifications or the different dive sites like the national park. They have all of these opportunities to really enjoy both their vacation and get that dive aspect in there. At Barbados, you have the 2 resorts, Sandals Barbados and Sandals Royal Barbados. I've done a couple of the dives here, so you actually have some that double almost as a snorkeling trip and as a dive trip because they're a little bit more shallow. I've actually gone through and right over top of one of the shipwrecks in Barbados, and you descend down into it and out through another window with your dive master or your instructor guiding the way the entire time. At our beaches resorts, kids can start diving as early as 10 years old. They can become certified. But our beaches resorts, both at Beaches Turks and Caicos, Beaches Negril, and Beaches Ocho Rios, allow as early as 8 years old in our bubble maker accommodations. So when you're talking to your families about going to beaches and trying these dive aspects, we do accommodate those 8-year-old minimum to go in and learn the aspects of those tips, those tricks, all of the skills, and it's all with their own custom sized equipment. So they're not going in, an oversized equipment or anything like that, but they have the opportunity to learn about the ecosystems and to really give back to the underwater nature. So that's always a fun aspect and definitely a family experience. Should you decide to stay on the surface, all of our resorts will include that kayaking, paddleboarding, Hobie Cat sailing. Some do have the motorized water sports as well. So if that's important, in addition to their diving, they want to water ski, they want to wakeboard, they're really adventurous, those different resorts will fade into that experience. So who is your dive clientele? Your dive clientele, according to a 2019 study, the average diver traveling to our resorts is between the ages of 36 years old and 55 years old. 42% of them have children under the age of 17. So there's your beaches client already. That, again, that minimum age is 10 years old to become a certified diver. 59% of those divers are college graduates. Their median income is anywhere between $50,000 to $149,000. 62% are married. Again, there's your Sandals client, there's your beaches client. And divers tend to be repeat visitors. So that consistent repeat guest percentage, not only for just the couples or for the families. You can have group trips that are created through our group sales teams. So for the Southeast, that would be Lauren Cataldo, and you can email her for additional information. You've got the Mid-Atlantic and the Midwest BDM for groups, and that is Sherry Vaughn. And then we also have additional events that are upcoming, so different group inclusions for those larger groups, and our Dive In with Patty, which is a special Live Plus event that is coming up at our Sandals Grand St. Lucian, August 14th through the 20th. This is an add-on for you. So for our divers, you go during those dates, they can add on, it's about $350 per diver, but it's a special event just for them. They get daily private dives. There's a coral nursery dive where it's a tie-in with our Sandals Foundation, beach bonfire, $200 towards the Red Lane Spa for their spa credit. Get all those tension muscles worked out. There's a welcome gift and so much more that goes into it. It's really a fun aspect for your clients that are really interested in the dive aspect. So we just want to say thank you for attending. Ms. Jodi-Ann, do you have anything else to add for the end?
Just want to say we can't wait to get back to Sandals and beaches, right? And I'm looking forward to see all our travel agents come on down. Melissa, when you get the chance, you take them on a little dive tour, okay?
Absolutely.
All right. Everybody keep safe and enjoy the rest of your day.
And thank you so much, everybody. So make sure you've got your buddy and let's ascend very carefully, making sure that we have your safety stops and everything, every aspect for it. When you're ready to come on resort, you have those the protocols, the platinum protocols that are available on the Sandals website that goes through all of the cleanliness and the aspects that we are working hard and diligently on for your client's return. We can't wait to see you on resort. Again, thank you so much for joining us. If you have any additional questions, comments, or you just want to talk about diving, I am available. Your local BDM is waiting for your call, and we cannot wait to see you on the road. So thank you, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your day.